What's up, guys? Marcus from Rare Candy. We're coming at you with another video today, and this one is about a deck that some people have been talking about online recently. Um, that I've noticed. It's the Mega Rayquaza Manaphy deck, and it's got, obviously its new partner Manaphy. Aqua Tube gives all of your Pokemon with water energy free retreat, so you can attach a water energy to your Hoopa, your Shaman, whatever, and then they can't Lysander stall you and whatnot. So it's pretty good. And then this is actually the list that I think you can say his name, like Izmir Armani. I think that's how you say his name. This is the same exact list he played at States over in Malaysia. And shout out to Squeaky from Team Fish Knuckles for interviewing him, because that's how we got this list to be able to put out this video for you guys today. So thanks, Squeaky. Anyway, here's the list. It's 4 Rayquaza EX. I guess just for consistency to get out your Rayquazas as often as possible, so they don't get prized and whatnot. I remember, I think he said he had like 3 prized in a game or something. But anyway, 4 Rayquaza, 3 Mega Rayquaza, just your regular Mega line. And then we play 4 Shaman. Most decks don't play 4 Shaman anymore, but this deck goes really fast. You'll see in the game that we play with this. That we just set up really quick. I think we're like 7 cards left in our deck a few turns into the match, so it's a pretty quick deck with Shaman's ability set up, draw until you have 6 in your hand. Then he played the 1/1 Altaria line. This helps out against Night March. Joltix can't one-shot you as easy. Helps out against Manectric, anything lightning pretty much because of its ability. Each of your colorless Pokemon has no weakness, so pretty standard, I guess. 1 Jirachi. I really like this card in this deck a lot. It helps out a lot against Night March, which is a pretty bad matchup for this deck. Stardust, 10 damage, discard a special energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. If you do, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. So you can just use this as kind of like a wall. It'll help you get set up and whatnot for yourself. And I never noticed all of these sparkles that are just coming down on this card. That's pretty cool. Anyway, next up we have Hoopa EX. He plays 2 Hoopa. It seems good for consistency. Make sure they don't get prized and whatnot. And you play it for its ability, obviously, Scoundrel Ring. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon EX, except for Hoopa EX. Reveal them and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. So this is pretty much great in any Rayquaza deck. You're going to go really fast, you're going to play Skyfield, so you've got plenty of room for Hoopa, and Hoopa is definitely going to help you get set up quick. You can grab a couple Rays, a Ray and a Mega Ray, Shaman, draw cards, grab your Manaphy, all kinds of stuff, so it's pretty good. And then Manaphy, again, we already went over this, gives everybody free retreat. So, this way people can't stall you out if they draw out your Hoopa or your Shaman or just anything. You can just attach a water and retreat that way. And I guess that's good against item lock and whatnot as well. So that way, if you did play Floatstone or something like that in this deck, which we don't, or Switch, Escape Rope, you can't play those under item lock. So this definitely helps out a lot, and the artwork's pretty cool. So that's pretty much it for Pokemon. Next up for trainers, we play 1 Battle Compressor. Just good to get your supporters into the discard pile, throw some water into the discard so that you can bring them back with Mega Turbo. Then we play 1 Escape Rope. Escape Rope's good, I think, in most decks. I like Escape Rope a lot. It's definitely great with anything that you can retreat for free with. So since you play water, Escape Rope's good. You can kind of make them bring up another Pokemon, and then you can just retreat for free into whatever attacker you want. So seems like a good card in this deck. 3 Mega Turbo, I like that a lot. We play 5 water, so trying to figure out how to scroll down there. I guess I can't, but there you go, 5. Anyway, you can throw water in your discard with the Battle Compressor, and then use Mega Turbo to get it back, get that turn 1 Emerald Break going, so it seems pretty good. I like it a lot. 1 Sacred Ash, definitely a good card in this deck. People are going to bump your Skyfield, so you can throw Pokemon back in, they're also going to knock you out, so Sacred Ash is definitely good. We play 1 Switch, also a good card. Makes it so you don't have to put the water on something like a Hoopa that you don't really want the water to be on. So, yeah, Switch is good. 3 Trainer's Mail. purely for consistency. You know, you can draw your item cards really well with that. Then we also play 4 Ultra Ball. 4 Ultra Balls in most decks now. Pretty self-explanatory. You open with Ultra Ball, you get to grab Hoopa, you get to set up your whole deck. So, really good card. 4 Versus Seeker, you run Battle Compressor, so 4 seems great. You get to throw away, you know, supporters that we play a lot of 1-of supporters in this deck. So you get to throw them away and grab them back with the Versus Seeker, so it's pretty good. And then the last item card is the Rayquaza Spirit Link. There's 3 of those. You can't really see. There you go. 3 Rayquaza Spirit Link. 3 seems good in this deck. And then for supporters, we play 1 AZ. That's good to pick up Shamans and reuse them. Pick up anything that got put active. So that way you don't miss a turn of attacking. AZ is just good. And then Hex Maniac is great too. Since this deck does set up so quickly with Shaman, you can actually just throw a Hex into your discard and then Versus Seeker it back out later whenever you're ready to end your turn. And then, you know, you've already drawn through most of your stuff with Shaman, so you may not need, you know, the draw supporter for that turn. So you can just play a Hex and stop your opponent from setting up. Another disruption card here is Judge. Judge, both you and your opponent shuffle until you have 4 cards in your hand, so that's another way to disrupt them. You can do a Judge instead. If you think maybe they have a good hand or something, you can throw them down to 4. So that's a good card. And then 2 Lysander. I like 2 Lysander a lot. 2 Lysander in most decks I think is good. Sometimes decks will just play 1, which is fine, but I really like the 2 in this one. Then we also play 1 Professor Birch. Just a good shuffle draw. Flip a coin. If heads, you get 7 cards. Flip a coin. If tails, you get 4 cards. So I like Shauna. I mean, I like Birch over Shauna, just because, you know, I like to risk it and get that 7 cards. So I like Birch. 2 Sycamore. Just 2 seems fine. You'll see in the video I draw through my deck extremely fast. So I mean, you really only need 2 Sycamore. I don't think you need to go up higher than 2 at all. And then last for the supporters, we play Winona. I really like Winona in this. You get to, you know, grab 3 colorless Pokemon. That's what, you know, your attacker is colorless. Shamans are colorless. You can grab Altaria and Swablu, which are colorless. Some people might opt to play this deck with the Dragon Rayquaza just so that you don't have a weakness to Lightning. In the beginning, you know, when you're first starting off, maybe it's easier to, you know, just have no weakness to Lightning until you can get your Altaria set up. So if you do go for the Dragon Rayquazas instead, I would maybe switch this out for like a Xerosic or something else, you know, just another good supporter, maybe tech something. I like the idea of Xerosic. But anyway, yeah, if you do go for the dragons, you can take Winona out and put in a different supporter, I think, for sure. And then for the stadium card, we play 4 Skyfield. Pretty standard in Rayquaza. You need to have your bench full of Pokemon to be able to swing for max damage. So Skyfield definitely 4 of in this deck for sure. Lastly, we have 4 double colorless energy, and like I said, 5 water energy. I like that energy count a lot. You can maybe cut a water for, you know, something else if you find yourself wanting, you know, a different extra card in your deck. So I think 5 water is good, but I think if you go down to 4, it's not too bad either. So that's the deck. It's pretty good. It's pretty consistent. It's really fast. I like it a lot. I think Amir did a great job building this. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll check out the battle video now. Alright, so for this video we got John Orgel with us from Charleston and whatnot. Looks like we're playing against a fire colorless deck, so we'll see what this one is. Gonna go first.
Mulligan, and he mulligan, so we get to see what it is.
Yeah.
It's probably Entei.
Fire stuff.
Yeah. Alright, so we get a Swablu.
Yeah.
Woof.
Not the best start.
Nah. Not a lot of supporters, but I guess you can get Shaman, so that's not too bad. And you got Skyfield.
Yeah.
Alright, he mulligans again.
So you see a Skyla and
Got
whatnot.
everything revved up. So it's either he's got a lot of money or he's actually any good. So hopefully
Yeah.
you'll get a good match out of this, right?
So we have 3 Megas in our hand now.
Yeah.
So I assume we're definitely going to Ultra Ball for Shaman here.
Get rid of a Mega and a AZ.
Yeah.
You should get the Sacred Ash to get them back.
Yeah.
You could even do that. Get rid of the 2 Mega and just Sacred Ash if you wanted.
Right.
So, 2 Mega and AZ.
Yeah.
Do you run Hoop on this? Or
Yeah,
no?
yeah, I was going to say actually that's probably what we go
yeah.
for. Get the Hoopa out.
Especially with Skyfield in play. No way you can get like basic.
Right.
Shaman.
So grab Ray, Shaman, and Manaphy.
Okay. I'm trying out new concept here with
Yeah.
Manaphy.
Gives everybody free retreat, so that way if
Yeah.
someone gets Lysandered like Hoopa or something, you don't have to pay too much to retreat it. You just throw water on it and do it for free.
No, there's some vulnerabilities, but overall,
Yeah.
sounds like it's pretty solid.
Right.
So you get an Ultra Ball here. Guess that's cool.
Yeah.
You're gonna get rid of. Okay, and then Sacred Ash him back.
Right.
Okay, I can see that. You could go for Jirachi here. Just because I know he'll want to use special energy on that head to have a nice buy you a turn if you don't have a Rayquaza to attack with.
Yeah.
Looks like you just got a Hoopa, which is fine. I don't really know what else you need here.
Yeah. I think I'm still debating.
Yeah.
So I guess we just go for a Ray.
That's okay.
Still thinking about it.
You could also get Altaria here.
Yeah.
Just get it out of your deck.
So yeah,
But Ray's fine too.
grab
And
the
then get
Ray.
back to the base, Mega, sorry.
And
set up. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah. So
Do you run any disruption cards in this deck or not really?
Not that I can remember.
Jirachi, I guess, would count.
Yeah, Jirachi I think would be the only disruption other than Judge.
Yeah. Let's see, I don't know if I like this. What do you really need for Ultra Ball? Maybe you can Mega it up and evolve to end your turn.
Yeah, I think I just keep drawing.
Okay, that works too. I don't mind that you start with that Swablu. It's nice because it gives up 1 prize where a lot of stuff in your deck would give up 2.
Right.
And how much HP does it Mega have? 210?
220.
220.
Yeah.
So that's a little harder for him to knock out with an Entei.
Right. So checking the discard, I guess I'm gonna Ultra Ball again. I think we're gonna go for another Shaman.
Jeez, Dig Central.
Yeah.
I mean, that should be okay. He'll put a stadium in play.
Yeah.
Of his own, because Skyfield's not going to help him, and he wants to probably draw. So this is fine. You'll probably be able to discard those 3 on your bench.
Yeah.
Or just 2 and maybe the Hoopa, because that'll be more of a liability.
Right.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. Okay,
so I guess I think I just pass.
Yeah,
I haven't played my supporter for the turn yet. Oh, I did?
You played Sycamore, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did.
But maybe
yeah.
you haven't. I don't know.
No, I didn't. The Lysander would be... Or no, there's nothing on the bench, so...
Yeah, there would be no reason to play supporter.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
So I guess I haven't played a supporter. I think I do it.
AZ would be the way to go.
Oh, I think I'm in the Sycamore.
What are you Sycamoring for?
I need more cards.
You don't. What the heck? You got rid of a DCE.
Yeah.
Dude.
There we go.
Oh, this is stupid.
Cool. So then we'll...
Because of why? Oh my god.
So we Mega Evolve, play the nail.
AZ like the Shaman, and then when he discards down... Oh.
Yeah, so we grab the Birch. And we pass.
See, one thing I worry about with your deck is if he runs a lot of Assault Vest, he can double Assault Vest and like keep bumping your stadium to
Yeah,
make you discard, and so you can eventually reach a point in which you can't one-shot Entei.
right.
Um,
And I think here, I can't see, I'm really sorry guys, just because we don't know how to do this recording thing the best yet, but I think it says I've got 15 cards. It's kind of zoomed out how I'm looking at it, but
mm,
it's definitely in
yeah,
the
both these
teens.
decks will burn through.
Yeah.
So he's Battle Compressor away, probably a couple fire. I didn't really see.
Mm-hmm.
Shaman set up, and then benches an Entei and a Charizard. I don't know how I feel about Charizard here. I never liked Charizard in that deck. I don't really get what it
Yeah.
does.
Like I know people try to like one-shot Yveltal, I think, with it, with Combustion Blast, doing 170 with a Muscle Band or
Mm,
something. Um,
and that way you discard down, and it's harder for them to
yeah.
knock it out.
And I know a lot of
See
people talk about
Blacksmith.
assault vesting him and him having effectively 220 or something.
That's
But
nice, but I don't think it's any different if you were to put two Assault Vests on Entei.
right.
So he gets the Blacksmith onto Entei,
Yeah.
and then just, okay. And he gets the knockout with Flame Screen. That's pretty smart. I don't know what tools he has. He just has a Fighting Fury belt.
Yeah, it's a Fighting Fury belt.
So he's got an effective 170 HP right now.
Yeah, 170, and I think
And
that's the
you're
Fighting Fury belt on the Charizard as well.
okay. So you get that back. You should be able to knock him out this turn.
Right.
You could Hex here because he's got a smaller hand size, but it looks like you got Sycamore.
Yeah. So now I've got I think
I don't know if that
7.
was the best move.
Yeah.
I don't know because he didn't really play a lot out of his hand when he got a new hand.
Right.
But so he got the Mega Turbo. He could save that, but it'd be fine to put it on the bench.
Mhm.
Um,
I think here I'm just doing math, trying to think of if I'm doing enough to knock it out with the Flame Screen and his
yeah.
Fighting Fury belt.
So you're doing it does 30 more for each bench Pokemon, right?
Right.
So you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So we grab that, and I think I've got 7 left in my deck now.
7. All right.
So there we Emerald Break for
180.
180.
Yep. Okay. So you see that thankfully he's gonna have a hard time knocking your guy out.
Right.
He's probably gonna have to like muscle band. What's his attack do? 120
It's a
base?
130
130
base.
base.
Yeah, flip a coin. If tails, he does 30 to himself.
Okay, so see that's why I wanted you to play X-Men because he's just gonna have to draw for more.
Yeah.
He doesn't run a lot of supporter based draw.
Right.
Um, but we'll see if it's like super crippling.
Yeah.
If he just does the one shaman and whatnot, you should be okay. But like this
Mhm.
prevents him from like if you Hex Maniac, he has to use a Sycamore to draw. He can't use Blacksmith, and now he's kind of behind in the energy race. He doesn't have another backup attacker once you knock this out.
Right.
Um, so what did he do?
He
Oh, he
played
just
a
plays the
stadium
stadium.
down. Yeah.
So you get rid of your Hoopa and your other Hoopa. You might run out of Pokemon soon.
Yeah.
That's kind of rough.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you look like you have single digits in your cards in your deck
I
too.
do. I believe I have 7, if I remember
Yeesh. So
correctly.
this could be rough. Um, especially since, yeah. So you got the muscle band, and then yeah, he's set up for 6. So that's
Yeah.
a nice. It's a significant amount.
Mhm.
And he got to use the blacksmith this turn too. So I don't think if you Hex Maniac, he has to use a draw supporter
Right.
and can't blacksmith. So that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
you know, um, okay. So he has a muscle band and fighting fury belt, so he's doing 30 more, so 160 base.
Right. So he's gonna do Flame Screen instead.
Okay, make it harder for you.
Yeah. Try and make me not
Yeah, and that's not
get
a
the
bad
knockout.
strategy. He probably assumes you don't have a lot of Pokemon left. So you've already used your Sacred Ash,
Yeah.
so it'd be really hard for you to get a knockout right
Mhm.
now. And yeah, you can't use Shirachi because he has basic energy.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't even do any damage. Well, it would do damage. Okay, so that's a good backup strat for sure.
Yeah.
Especially that's the way you're gonna win is taking out his EXs in this matchup because he's trading non-EX for EX. And you have
Yeah.
to kind of rival that.
And then here I think I'm debating on how I want to power up this benched Mega. I can't decide if I want to do the DCE or Mega Turbo and attach a water, but I just go with the DCE.
Okay. I think I might have gone the other route,
Yeah.
just in case he runs Assault Vest.
Yeah, and that's what I was debating on. I was like, I think he might run Assault Vest, but we
You
just went
switch
this
it
way
out here.
instead.
Oh, it doesn't affect the current game state a whole lot.
Mhm.
And you should be able to power up the other ones because you still have another Mega.
Right.
Did you get rid of all your Spirit Links already?
I think I am out of my Spirit Links by
Okay.
now. I might not be. Maybe I'll click the discard. I know I have 2 attached to 2 of my Rays right now. Um, and I only run 3 in this deck, so
Okay, so he's gonna try to. I don't think he can get a knockout here.
yeah.
He might Lysandre something up and knock that out, or set up another Entei with a Blacksmith. He's kind of struggling to do a whole lot.
Right.
So I'll probably get a draw supporter. Okay, never mind.
Gets a blacksmith.
I don't know if I like that. If he doesn't have a backup Entei.
Yeah. So it looks like he puts him on Charizard. And then the flame screen for 60.
That's pretty smart. It makes it harder for you. You can't knock it out in one hit. You get an escape rope, which is nice.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't really. I don't know. You're not knocking out either one of them,
Right.
Charizard or Entei. So I don't think you can do a whole lot here.
Yeah.
Maybe get Charizard in the active with the escape rope,
Mhm.
and that makes it harder for him to retreat it and back into Entei. Because he doesn't want to attack with Charizard. He wants to be attacking with Entei, right?
Yeah.
So I'm starting to power up the third Rayquaza. And you just hit into it, which is okay, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gives you another EX prize. I might have played that escape rope.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's gonna put up Charizard if you do, and then Charizard's got what, like a 3 retreat cost? Or no, it's 2.
Yeah.
So he could just discard it and play it too.
So another Fighting Fury Belt to that other Charizard, and then he gets the knockout and doesn't do any damage to himself.
That's a bummer, because then you could use, like, I don't think you could use Jirachi.
Yeah. So promote Rayquaza. He's got free retreat
Skyfield.
with Manaphy.
Yep. So there's not a lot. It's kind of straightforward at this point. You set up your plan of attack, especially when you're not getting any draw supporters or stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
At this point, I'm pretty sure we've each got 4 cards
yeah.
left in our deck.
Oh, wow.
So he has 3 now left in his.
You can Combustion Blast for knockout.
Right.
With a Fighting Fury Belt, yeah.
And it
It's
looks
doing
like he'll get it.
160, and so it's 220.
Yeah.
That's nice for him.
Yeah, good numbers.
And you could, yeah, I guess you could stall a Jirachi. I don't know if I like that. I need to get a Lysandre. That's ideal.
Right.
It sucks you don't have a way of knocking out the Shaman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, does that Charizard have any energy on it? What do you do here?
Charizard has a DCE, 2 fire. So I think I'm just deciding if I'm going to. Looks like I've only used 2 links.
Okay.
But
So
I've
you
only
might
got.
have another one?
Yeah, I've only got 3 cards left in my deck at this point, so I'm not gonna be able to dig for it in any way.
No.
So I think I just try and stall it out.
I don't know if I like that. I mean, I guess it just discards the DC, but if he has a DC and like a Lysander, yeah, on a Manaphy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's game.
So it
So,
looks like he gets the
all right,
DCE
how many
down.
prizes does he have left?
He's got one prize left that he
Uh,
needs. And I have two.
so that's doing 100. He can't.
So
Oh, he
here,
can't do it. That's
yeah.
right.
So he's gonna wing
Oh,
attack.
I see. I think he forgot. He couldn't.
Yeah, he might have
He couldn't
forgot
combustion blast because he can only use it. You can't.
combustion blast the next turn.
Yeah. Oh, you just keep Stardusting and hoping he doesn't have a VS Seeker for. I would have
Yeah.
looked at his discard to see maybe how many VS Seeker he had left because he's got all his whole deck. I think that's his last card, is it? No, he's got a couple more.
Yeah.
He's got like 5 more.
No, I don't think he has five more. It might be his last card there.
Oh.
Um,
So you might just win by
by deck out.
stalling him out. Yeah. Oh, and he doesn't have a DCE, or maybe he just wants to. I don't know. um, I don't know what you want to do here.
Yeah.
Maybe
So.
Lysander up the other guy.
Mhm. So I've got the Versus Seeker, so I can Lysander.
Yeah.
So I guess
You could almost Lysander Shaman and then hit it with a first attack on Rayquaza,
right.
and then do that again next turn if he doesn't retreat it.
So here I do Lysander, and yeah, we get the
Yeah.
Shaman, and then I guess I'm deciding if I'm gonna attack or Mega Evolve.
I
We
think
just
that's okay.
yeah,
It forces him to Lysander around it. I don't think he can get a knockout once you Mega Evolve.
right.
And then the only bad thing is you really okay.
Yeah, so there, get the victory. It's definitely a
I don't know if
close
I
one.
like that though, because then like you don't knock out Shaman next turn.
Right.
But I think he just keeps realizing he doesn't have any more energy
Yeah.
or ways of putting energy, and he's
And
gonna
his
deck
deck is
out.
gone,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
so
I think that's more of a you win because he didn't resource manage as well,
right.
more than you played better than him.
Yeah,
But
and I definitely agree with that. I definitely just kind of went through my deck extremely fast.
yeah, and there's a
Just
couple
because I
times
could.
where you could have done a different strategy and maybe benefited a little more, like
Yeah,
that Hex Maniac,
right.
or when you discarded that DCE early game just because you
Yeah.
were like, oh, I want to dig some more.
Yeah, yeah.
That's, and that's okay. Like, sometimes if you need something, digging is perfectly fine. If you have the opportunity to knock out your opponent's Pokemon this turn and, like, close out a game,
Yeah.
by all means. But sometimes it pays more to, like, think long term of, like, alright, I have this many resources in my deck. Like, if I don't have a DCE or if I have to, like, because he's going to counter with his stadium a lot
Right.
and make me discard a lot of my bench Pokemon. So let me slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but overall, a win's a win.
Yeah.
And
So there is um the Rayquaza deck. Again, that was the one that got top 8 in Malaysian states. I believe the guy's name was Amir. So congrats to Amir for top 8ing with that deck. And then, yeah, pretty much just wanted to play this one just to show you guys how that deck works, I guess. It looked really weird to me at first with Manaphy. I didn't really like the idea too much at first, but it doesn't seem too bad. It's just,
it's a bit of a liability. Your opponent got some free prizes off of it
yeah.
at the end when he last-handed it up.
Hmm.
But I can
But,
see, like, if you're under trainer lock, it's a little bit better than Floatstone would be. So,
right. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. Well, that's it for now, guys, but make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you.